Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fireside Chat here at the heart of innovation in Istanbul, Yıldız Technopark, Bina Business Incubator. I have an amazing leader, a true global visionary, Summy Francis, with me right now. I'm so excited. Summy, welcome to Fireside Chat here at Bina Business Incubator.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing?
I'm very well, thanks. Thanks a lot for having me.
Well, I just want to say my hats off to your amazing speech at the ME conference, where we brought the top leaders, from Nigeria, from Turkey. We had also many consulates from India to, Kosovo. And you have put an amazing vision of e-village. Tell me more about who Summy Francis is and what's your vision? What excites you?
Oh, thank you very much, Yavuz. I cannot start telling you about myself until I tell you about yourself that I met. Honestly, it's quite impressive. I'm really touched to my heart about the kind of person you are. I feel your passion right from your heart. I connected with you right on stage.
Same here.
And it was so much that you brought into that conference, and I want to commend you for that, right?
Thank you.
Thanks once again, of course, to the organizers of the ME conference, the Global Daniel and Martin, amazing young African guys doing these to bring in Turkey and Africa together, participants from different parts of the continent of Africa, different parts of the world. And yes, kudos to those that participated in that event. Of course, my name is Summy Smart Francis. I'm a Nigerian. I'm a Pan-African. I really carry Africa on my heart. I believe in the continent. I believe in the potential of the continent. And I believe in the future of the continent. To that effect, we've created something that drives entrepreneurship, creativity, innovation, and technology on the continent. But this wasn't just born overnight. This was born out of business frustration. Beautiful. As a startup myself, many years ago, I experienced this same challenge startups and entrepreneurs were going through. And at that stage in my life, I said, you know what? When I get it right, I'm going to make sure that different entrepreneurs and startups in Africa ain't going to go through the same thing I went through. And of course, when things were right, 1st of March 2010, we launched the Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Organization. Wow. 13 years down the line, fast forward, we realized that this organization has grown so big as the largest entrepreneurship organization on the continent, and we had to institutionalize it. We had to put up a hub, a global village where all the startups, our members, innovators can come together, co-create, knowledge sharing, exchange programs, and of course, invent and invest. And that's what gave birth to the entrepreneurship village.
It's a long-term, consistent project for many years. So it takes so much time to actually build and bring. There are very different components in this amazing e-village. Can you tell me more about, I know the Megamind Studio, you have a university affiliation, you're bringing the top talents in a very special area, just like 20-minute flight from Lagos, but really a Silicon Valley setup where people can be really creative. Is that correct?
That's very right. It's quite amazing how you assimilated the entire vision. I'm quite impressed that this also took the attention of several investors and participants of that event as well. But when something is right, it is right, and I've always said to a lot of my members, yes, sponsors, investors, partners, they do exist, but they are usually not there at the origin of your business.
Absolutely.
You've got to start and put in your best, and along the line, the vision is clearer. What you're looking at today is 13 years of work. Mm-hmm. And today, like you said, the e-village is a creative innovation tech and business hub that's going to have the Megamind Studio, the School of Robotics and Artificial Intelligence, Africa Business College, Octagon Business Hub, and many other infrastructures and co-creation hubs where there's a complete ecosystem, including residential apartments for these entrepreneurs. So all you need is to fly into the e-village. You can fly in with your entire team from Turkey. Check in there for 6 months like a retreat. Bring up an idea, produce, implement, execute right there. And not just that, we've also have a business star where we're going to have a lot of VCs, multinationals, have their offices there, especially their satellite offices. We just partnered with WIPO, we just partnered with the World Trade Organization in Geneva, Switzerland. And having those kind of global institutions, they will make even funding accessible and closer to startup, SMEs and MSMEs. So for me, this is sort of great joy to see not what is happening in the e-village, but what will come out of the e-village.
That's amazing. I think you're creating a legacy that will be continuing for everyone who is part of this. And it's really, thinking that humanity came from Africa. We're too late even to start. But that this vision has started several years ago, more than 10 years, and you're being consistent, which is very important.
That's right.
That shows your true vision of what will come next, which I'm very excited about. If you're creating at the heart of Nigeria, which is one of the vibrant economies, actually its population will hit 300 million very soon, and then go up to 400 million. And after China and India, it's becoming number 3 in terms of population.
That's right.
And it's very bright minds. Any Nigerian I meet here in Turkey, in United States, they have business mind, they have ethic, they have respect.
That's right.
So what do you expect to happen at the next stage in eVillage? And will it be a global brand? Will you have offices in Turkey, in Europe, in United States? Or will you focus first more on Nigeria and then focus across the Africa continent? I'm curious about the phases of eVillage.
Great stuff. Anyway, as you see, a project this big, this is $100 million project, and a project this large, what we had to do was to break it down in phases. When you want to hit an elephant, you got to chop it in small bits. And what we did was to make sure that operation can cooperate with construction. You know what I'm saying? So from as we speak, construction is going on, and as we speak, there's actually a tech class going on right now in one of the buildings that has been completed. So as phases go on, one of our most interesting buildings is the Innovation Nest. It's a nest, like a bird nest, and it's designed like that. And that Innovation Nest is, of course, same like the amazing work you're doing here. Fresh ideas, confused ideas, going to the nest. And the slogan, the payoff line is, where ideas are hatched.
I love it.
So you're going to hatch those ideas for you, and then help you scale up. So Innovation Nest is starting fully next year, 2024, fourth quarter. And of course, the Octagon business will come after a year after that. And then the Mega Mind Studio, I think you really like that.
I love it. I also like the robotics. I mean, the AI was so cute, the move it was doing, I'm like, artificial intelligence just stick to my mind.
Yeah, it's the future. It's the future and it's the present. And of course, we have, and that's I think I should actually touch about that as well. That the eVillage is addressing the education of the future and the present. So we've forgotten about the past, and we're making sure that the upcoming generation, the fresh mind, the young kids, are going in that line. Back to your question: are we going to spread across the globe? It will amaze you that while construction is still ongoing, we already have 2 offers to build eVillage in different locations.
It cannot limit you to start executing.
People are just coming out and saying, no, we love this should happen. Someone in Turkey already in a meeting that
they want to replicate.
They wanted to replicate, come over, come do it. But of course, we strongly believe in partnership. Our organization slogan in Africa's Young Entrepreneur is simply this, and I'll teach you it. If you can achieve this much alone, how much more can we achieve together? Exactly. That's it. So we believe so much in collaboration, and I'm happy to inform you that it's a global brand, it's a global village, and we'll be spreading it across the rest of the world as well.
Summy, I really want to thank you for your amazing vision, your work here at Bina Business Incubator. We look forward to cooperating with you, and this program is sponsored by Qatar Fund for Charity, Qatar Fund for Development, and Spark. And in this fireside chat, we look forward to building more bridges as Bridge Global with true leaders like yourself. And I really want to thank the Global Daniel and Martins for giving us the opportunity to meet a wonderful person like yourself. Any other final words before we close? You have seen the Bridge Global program. You have seen some of the startups, and the mentors as we speak are continuing. Any thoughts about the Bridge Global program before we close?
Interesting work you're doing. What happens when you see people who play in this ecosystem, in the same playing ground when you play in it? When you see the people playing it in a very right way, it's so impressive. It brings me so much goosebumps walking down the aisle, and it feels like my wedding day, looking left and right and seeing so many startups and so many innovators. And I love the fact that you have designed your facility in a way that they move from stage to stage. Yeah. So if you're on this phase, that's the next phase next door, that's the next phase upstairs, and that's quite interesting. And, Bridge Global, as the name comes to place, you have the guts to build the bridge across the world, across the globe.
Together.
I don't know who funded your infrastructure, but I think your investment is in your heart. Thank you so much for your work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Summy, such an honor meeting you. I believe we're going to do amazing things together. Again, from the bottom of my heart, wishing you all the best. And I believe in the leadership of Nigeria. And you are one of the top leaders really representing Nigeria phenomenally. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you. Cheers.